Now x is uniformly distributed in a set from -3 to 4. Part 8. Find the mean of x and the variance of x. The expectation of x, the basic definition is the summation of all possible outcomes with times their weightings, which means k from -3 to 4. K times the PMF. The PMF should be 1/8, because -3 to 4, and here's 0. So 4 minus -3 plus 1 is 1/8. Then here is 1/2. And find the variance. First we need to find the expectation of x squared, which is k squared times the weighting, and there will be k squared, k from -3 to 4. This is 11 divided by 2. So the variance is the expectation of x squared minus mean squared, which is 21/4. Now part B. If I have y equals -2x squared plus 3, it's a function of a random variable. We want to find the expectation of y. There are two ways to calculate. First, use the basic definition. The expectation of y is the summation of all the possible outcomes of y times the PMF of y. The other one we can find is, since y equals -2x squared plus 3, so we plug in, and this is just -2 expectation x squared plus 3. We found this answer from part A, so it's easier to calculate, which is -8. Then we want to find the expectation of y squared, because we want to find the variance of y. Same thing, we can write it down like this. We plug in. And now, do you want to expand it or not? It depends on you. But since it's a function of a random variable, we can use the definition of a function of random variables. The expectation is all the possible function of outcomes times the weightings. K is from -3 to 4. Then we plug in k. So it is k from -3 to 4, minus 2k squared plus 3 squared, which is 169. Then the variance of y is the expectation of y squared minus the mean y squared, which is 105. Now, the random variable w is cosine pi x divided by 8. We want to find the expectation of w. Since w is cosine pi x over 8, so we plug in pi x over 8. It's a function of a random variable right now, so the expectation of a function of a random variable is the summation of all possible function of outcomes cosine pi k by the 8 times the weighting. Okay, and k is from -3 to 4. So you plug in, finally you get 0.6 to 84. And to find the variance of w, we need to find the expectation of w squared first, which is cosine square pi x divided by 8. Now we know k is from -3 to 4, and we just copy this times the weighting, which is 0.5. So the variance of w is 0.1051. Now part D, the random variable z is w squared actually. So if I want to find the mean of z, which is just the expectation of w squared, and we found it in part C, which is 0.5. And now we want to find the expectation of z squared, which is expectation of cosine 4th pi x to 8. And this is the summation from k equals -3 to 4. Then cosine 4 to the 4th pi k to the 8th times the weighting. And you just plug in k equals -3 -2 to 4, and you will get the answer is 0.375. So the variance of z is 0.125.